We are talking to Niilo Alohaavara, one of eTwinning ambassadors from Sweden.
That's right.
Hello Niilo, where do you work?
I work in very northern Sweden, in Luleå. It's like Gulf of Bothnia, very up high there. I have my roots deeply in the Finnish soil, so even though I've been living in Sweden since 1978, I'm still very Finnish.
How long have you been eTwinning ambassador?
Well, I've been involved in eTwinning since the very beginning. That's 2005, when it all got started in Brussels. eTwinning ambassador, I guess most of that time, I believe. Perhaps it was a year after the very launch of the eTwinning portal.
And what you do as a eTwinning ambassador?
Well, the main job is to spread the word, basically. And in most occasions when I can, of course, I tell about the possibilities connected to eTwinning, how you can collaborate in Europe with different schools across the borders, and I tell about these obvious benefits to both teachers and students when they get connected that way. And for me personally, and I think to every teacher who works with eTwinning, of course it's a great professional advantage, since you get your own personal network in Europe, and you can always ask people for help in many countries. I mean, it's completely incredible. And the students, when the teachers get the chance to charge their batteries and get international contacts, of course, that will be direct advantage to the students when the surrounding world comes into the classroom right away.
Can you give us some example of your eTwinning project?
Well, actually lately I haven't been involved in that many projects, but I have, earlier I had a project with Italy, a good friend there, and we worked with digital storytelling, and the students exchanged the digital stories via the net, and we also used our school webzine. That has been pretty successful during the years. Right now, it's a difficult situation due to financial cuts, but that was basically the setup. We both published material in the webzine, and we exchanged students' digital stories in order to learn about the life in Italy and in Sweden.
You had a workshop for eTwinning ambassadors here. What was it about?
It was about using social media and let's say keeping tabs on the surrounding world, basically. I think these days there's a major change going on in the communication patterns in a big part of the world, when internet connectivity is becoming more and more common, even in the handheld small units. And I think when more and more people have have broadband access in their pocket, then they also have access to their friends, colleagues, whenever they need them. And of course you can also say, hey, now I'm busy, please, now I'm not to be disturbed. But I think this will be a major change to the educational systems in the world, definitely.
You personally use what kind of social groups, medias?
Well, eTwinning in itself is all about social media, actually, and all the tools that are available on the eTwinning web are great. But then there are these well-known worldwide social media tools that are outside of the eTwinning sandbox, and they are getting extremely popular. You know, like everyone's soon on Facebook, and people are getting more and more interested of Twitter as well. And I think for me personally, of course I still use email a lot, and that is Google's Gmail and Google services, and the built-in chat and like social networking built in the Gmail. That's pretty neat. It's called Buzz, and actually there will be more interesting stuff coming from Google, I believe, very soon. There are rumors about Google Me. That will be some kind of, I don't know, perhaps a competitor to Facebook in a way, although I think they will be doing it completely differently. But mostly the Google services and more and more Twitter these days. From the beginning, I was really, wondering if Twitter can help me in any way in my work or in my contacts. But it's a great tool, since I have got some really interesting new contacts, and many times when I really badly needed help right now, when I tweet out a cry of help, there have been many occasions I've got really good answers right away. So it's invaluable these days to me.
Thank you for your talk, and let's hope your experience will help our teachers to get involved in eTwinning.
I do hope so. Thanks.